Welcome back. We're going to talk about locations and how you add locations. Now, I've been given the permission to upload locations, so I have the little plus sign here. But every crew member should have the locations tab, and they can see history from past locations that we've been to, and simply click on those, and it will show the information over here on the right. But I'm going to go ahead and add a location right now. Now, we've been to... let's say that we're going back to the Sony lot where we've been before. So I'm gonna enter Sony Picture Studio. But you can enter in scene names or character location, like the Roberts residence or anything like that. We're gonna go back to our crew parking over there at Olive and our base camp. Now all you need to do is type in the address like you see here, and I've preloaded. We can type in any notes that we want for the crew, and then we simply select the dates. So we're going to be here all next week, and I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I was going to actually add, we can add a thumbnail picture, so I'm going to add that as well, and we're going to scroll down and save this location. So here's our new locations for next week. It's already pulling weather information automatically on what the weather conditions are supposed to be like on Monday, weather conditions, sunrise, sunset, all of that. And now that's going to translate over to the dashboard as well on those days. So the crew members will see that weather information automatically pulling from the location here on set. Now we can also go into and click on this, and we can do street view straight from here, so the crew can kind of pre-see what that intersection looks like over here in front of Sony Pictures and where the parking structure is. They can also get directions straight from the desktop, and on the iOS end it's a simple click and it'll automatically open up Google Maps or Apple Maps. So it's very simple, but here it automatically filled in our destination, and you simply type in your originating address. So, and then hiding behind here, because our base camp is in the same spot as our parking, is a little flag that says P for parking. So generally these would be, if you have base camp in a different area, these flags would be all over a different spot, but in the case of today they are in the same spot, so they're kind of overlapping. But you may print this map, as well as it will then show up in history. So if people need to go back to the location after the shooting date, and we can double click and we can get quick information on this location if we'd like. And we also have support for multiple locations within a day, and you can pick the order that you would be going to those different. There's a little drop down that will appear here, and so if you have company moves, you can simply pick the different order of how you would like the crew to travel to those different locations, what order you'll be shooting that in. So that is basically locations. It's very simple, very easy, and it shows up on the mobile end absolutely perfectly, flawlessly, and the maps load really, really fast on the mobile end as well. And now as the location manager is entering in these locations, it's actually pre-filling locations for things like uploading a catering menu and other things like that. So we're piggybacking information that's being entered once, and we're using it in multiple different places throughout the system. So we'll move on to catering menu next, but that's about it for locations.